Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. I'm the Mysterious JG. Between videos here, I had kind of a strange, let's put it this way. I had one of those things where I was going to off-screen for a couple of minutes. It turned into hours, and there's a variety of things that happened. One of the chief ones being that I had an appointment that was going to be like an online medical appointment. So at one point I was just like, well, I don't have time to get into doing a video, so I'll just off. And then as a result of how that appointment went, I was supposed to be waiting for a phone call. So it's like, well, so I'm, whatever. I had a whole bunch of like, well, I can't start recording a video now, but I've already got Final Fantasy VIII revved up. And I'm sitting here at other people's mercy as far as my time goes, and it just turned into... I got enough progress, and I was like, well, shoot, I really want to continue this. So I'll give you the brief rundown. I ended up collecting a whole bunch of Gala cards, which gave me Meltdown. And now all three characters have Meltdown, which is, like, I believe the best Vitality Junctioning magic in the game. It's also one of the few magics that I really love to use in battle. Like, it's tough to want to use magic in this game in battle because you're always like, oh no, my stats go down when I use this magic because it's junction of stats. But Meltdown like reduces enemy, it deals damage and reduces enemy vitality to 0. I don't think it shows up in any other Final Fantasy game. Somebody will pop up and tell me I'm wrong, but it's not one that shows up often because I think it's kind of broken. But now all three characters, all three mains, like basically. You always have a stock of magic for whoever is actually the main. And if the story makes you switch out Renoa for Selfie or whatever, you do the junction exchange. So I've got 3 whole sacks. Everybody's got Meltdown. I was intentionally getting Cockatrice cards. Everybody now has Break, which is the stone spell. When I couldn't get anything else, I was grabbing guys like Jelly Eyes, that just give you magic stones and wizard stones and other things that could be useful in general. I grabbed a bunch of Mesmerizes. I found somebody who uses those cards, so now everybody has Regen. And I forget what Forbidden's gave me, but I got all of it. Triface is a really big one. It took a long time to get, because it wasn't being used often. Only one player was using it that much. But everybody now has the Pain spell. Another one that doesn't seem to show up in a lot of other Final Fantasy games. It inflicts silence, blind, and poison all in one shot. And yet you still want to hold on to the other individual spells because you can junction, like for example, Pain to your elemental defense to have 100% defense against all those, and then your attack you can still be using blind as an attack. It's fun to use Pain as a status attack, but, you know, most bosses are immune to all that stuff, and regular enemies doesn't really, like, you don't really need to use that tactic, but it can be fun. I was grabbing a lot of Death Claws, though I don't know exactly what to do with theirs. Abyss Worms drop an item that gave me Tornado Magic, which seems to be the best thing I can junction right now against hit points, because everyone is using that. And, these guys are gradually dropping what I would need to give everybody life, but it's going to take it. You need 1 billion life cards. It's going to be easier to just get to a stage in the game where you can draw life from an enemy. And that's mainly it. So, magic-wise, I started running out of magic. I did finally. Game doesn't really tell you where it is, but if you press the square button, which normally doesn't do anything on these menus, you can discard spells. So thank you to whoever in the comments was like waiting for you to discover this, because that did cause me to like just keep messing around until I could figure it out, because it's not something that the menus really show you how to do. It probably in the tutorial came up at some point like 15 videos ago. But as a result, like, I'll go through Renoa's magic because Squall and Selfie have exactly the same. In order to give everybody because they only have 8 pages of magic with 4 spells per page. 4 times 8, you do the math. But anyway, so I got rid of everybody's Cure. They have Cura and Curaga, Regen, and Asuna. I had to get rid of Fire and Fyra, Blizzard and Blizzara, Thunder and Thundara, because I just don't have enough space to hold the first and second level versions of those spells. So the reserve characters, Kaitis and Zell, are holding on to as much as they can. But, I'm only going to have like 200 total of that in stock, as opposed to, when eventually we get a third character, or a sixth character rather, a third reserve character, there's going to come a point where I might have Fyra in reserve, because there might come a point where you want to junction Fyraga and Fyra both to the same elemental defense, so that you're actually healed by fire magic. But generally speaking, you're not going to have that many uses for the first and second level spells since you have the third level one. So we kept the water spell, Bio, Demi, Quake, and Tornado, which are actually junction to stuff, and these are not spells I should have at this point in the game, except by abusing the card game. Scan I held on to. That's one that could eventually drop by the wayside. Sleep, Blind, and Silence could both eventually go because I've got Pain. Confuse, Berserk, Break, Zombie. Zombie's one that I might just... There's not that enemies that afflict the zombie status ailment. There's not that many cases where you want to use it as a status attack yourself. The only real reason to have this spell is to junction it as a status defense. And it's just not... It's not like in Final Fantasy, I guess, 6, where when you get hit with zombie, you also lose control of the character's actions. Then Death, Double, Dispel, and Protect. Double, I might eventually just stop keeping stocked once we get Triple. But it's just a good spell to have. Shell, the only thing that I still haven't figured out how to get my hands on Shell, so we have 66 shell for each of these characters because we had to split 200 between 3 characters because there was a battle where we only had 2 characters drawing shell. But now we have Slow, and we have Meltdown and Pain, which are very overpowered for this point of the game and are giving us really good stat boosts. The only thing that I could try to do to break things even more is... with the time space magic, we don't really have haste or stop yet. And I've almost got enough wizard stones from the card game to give everybody a full stock of the stop spell. And the haste spell, it's actually, magic stones are not as haughty and high-end an item as wizard stones, but I was just coming across the cards to get wizard stones more frequently. But I'm kind of like, I've already spent enough freaking time at this, and you'd have to grind out... because eventually enemies will start dropping magic stones and wizard stones, but only as we level up. But for now, it's like... eventually we'll be getting haste. Like, if I just find an enemy that you can draw haste from, I'll feel like an idiot, even though, like I said, I was, listening to riff tracks and, doing it between medical appointments that were virtual medical appointments and blah, 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 and just using it to pass time. But, we might encounter an enemy that has haste as a natural draw at any moment, at which point I'll feel like an idiot if I spent hours getting magic stones to give everybody haste. But I'm not sure when we'll come across an enemy that does haste, because unfortunately the other thing is that if you don't level up the spells that are available, you'll encounter an enemy that if you were at level 15 would have haste, but at level 10, all you can draw from it is slow. At level 15, it would have slow and haste available. Anything that's like a time-related enemy, some kind of time noid, Also, about 1 million times I accidentally, while trying to maneuver up to the save point, triggered dialogue with the reception lady or Gatey. The reception lady will eventually stop bothering you. Gatey will never leave you alone. That little girl, by the way, says, I want you to play cards with me, which was nice because I kept ripping her off for cards and feeling like a jerk. Well, wanna play some cards? Says this guy that you didn't see on screen, which is why I'm coming back here. Because I noticed that we didn't get this dialogue. Hi, Renoa. The weather sure is nice today. Beautiful day, isn't it? Why can't I say anything interesting? I'm such a loser. So that nameless character, I guess the implication is Renoa is... We already know Renoa is supposed to be hot. We know that. So this character represents Renoa being you know, a nice girl that some poor guy is really, really stuck on. Unfortunately, we can't switch members to see what happens if Renoa's not in the party when you talk to that guy. And it seems very unlikely that it's interesting enough to be worth doing. So, oh, I've got encounter on. I did that for off screen. Let's leave this be. Better keep your eyes peeled. If you let one resistance member in here, your dear kids are, well, dead meat. We have to get to the TV station fast. I can't bear to watch them suffer like this. And I believe we can fight them. But you don't have to. So I heard everyone here supports resistance. You guys are such fools. Just imagine how this place would thrive if you were loyal to us. This place is going to be stuck in the backwoods forever. And you? He's got some kind of weird accent. Are you happy with your life? Blindly following orders every day? Doing things you probably don't believe in? So what if we're underdeveloped? We're not looking to thrive. All we want to do is be able to stand on our own feet, to be independent and live according to what we believe. You guys will probably never understand, having thrown away your pride and dignity. We are not the fools. You are. What? A stupid fool. You are. That's my impression of the security chief from Doctor Who episode... the War Games. If you've ever seen the War Games, you can tell me whether that was a good impression of the security chief. What a stupid fool you are. You're both dead. No. So imagine we're not allowed to run. Yeah. There's probably nothing useful to draw. So let's just take their sorry asses out. So we get a little bit of experience, which we should have avoided, but at the same time, I believe there's going to be unique dialogue we wouldn't have got. So we shouldn't really have done that. Thank you for your help. I got a little carried away. We appreciate your help, but we can't let you through here. I'm sorry. Just crossed your arms at him, huh? Again, I'm sorry, but we can't make any exceptions. Even if it is a bluff, I could never risk my daughter's life. I'm really sorry. Be careful, the convenience stores all over the place. Things will cool down when Stelling finishes his business here. Please, we can't let you pass. So you can completely avoid that scene, but what the hell, 200 experience points, not going to kill us. Oh, there's a cat up there, the roof of the... So far we've had an encounter with, I think I said we were going to fight 5, or encounter 5, before I just shut this thing off. No, I don't want to go into the hotel. So the game did tell us where to go. And we have like a map of... We were shown a map at one point, which is like completely useless, in my opinion, but... Oh yeah, we never tried going this way. Well, there's somebody letting it all hang out. Watts got left behind again. He looks so funny when he chases after the train. I do not want to play cards with you, although I am annoyed that I didn't know these people were here. I might have been able to get different, better cards from them. I think we'll do one more battle. I don't know. I don't know exactly what I said last time we were going to do. We'll do one more battle, and if nothing interesting pops up, we will cut out. Looking for Timber Maniacs? It's right here. Anything else? Where's the TV station? Yeah, that's in this town. You want to know more about it? Maybe the lady next door would know.
You guys watch yourself. There's some seedy-looking guys. We're heading for the pub. The pub is downstairs. I think I smell blood. I hope this is my imagination.
Are we on a date, you ask? Does it look like we are? We're on patrol to keep peace in the town. Meanwhile, you're under attack, and I'm not going to do anything to help you. We're running away because you can tell we're intimidated by this battle. Alright, so that'll shut off all battle. Mountain, river, sky, forest. Secret info number 3. Timber was named for its
rich vegetation. Used to be we were surrounded by this beautiful forest. Mountain, river. Secret info number 1. You should go down to the A4 pub for a drink. I guess A4 means aurora. A drink until you see an aurora. Secret info number 2. Laser beams are everywhere outside the TV station. I lose sleep when I think of what those beams could do to me.
Wow, the whole freaking town is over this way. This bridge splits apart when the train comes. You gotta make it just as it splits. Once the train comes, we're gonna cross on 3, okay? Every time that my heart jumps and my legs begin to shake. I've never won. It makes me so mad.
I wish a train would come. I wish a great train would come and wash away all the scum of the city.
Is this the pub? Did we...
This house is much too small for a family of 5. Mom's working at the pub, Grandma's at the gift shop. They don't seem to mind. And Grandpa's so stubborn he refuses to move to a bigger house. Life is so strange. It's not like anyone teaches you, but you end up falling in love.
Uh-huh. She's watching the Faces in Places channel. Yeah, do you like beverages? Yeah, kinda. Good to hear. Drink all you want from this faucet. You don't have to hold back. It's just water. You like beverages too? Drink all you want from the faucet. Okay, so what if I leave, come back, and tell him I don't like beverages? So I wasn't expecting to be told to drink out of his faucet. No, that's too bad. I mean, that's the faucet, right? Okay. I'm sure that meant something in the original Japanese.
There are 4 different trains running through this town. Gets kind of packed at times. Want me to tell you where the trains are?
Please tell me.
One leaving from here.
Okay, one leaving from there's for Dalit. There's one for the desert in front of the pub. That's a great place to go in the train. There's one near the pet shop, goes to Balam, and there's one in front of Timber Maniacs, goes to Delling City. Those are the 4 trains out of Timber. You gotta walk around town to change trains. That's kind of how subway platforms work, though. And none of them are running right now, because if they were, we could go wherever we wanted and ignore the story. The train bound for Dalit stopping at the East Academy is not in service. Meow, meow. Timber Maniacs is actually where we need to go to advance the story. That was too easy, man. For a country bumpkin, he sure had some good stuff. Yo, better ease off a little. Those Timber Hicks hate us enough as it is. Let's get him. Well, we can't escape. Let's just murder them. So, I mean, I guess I don't mind getting a little bit of experience and even possibly gaining an unnecessary level for Squall. Because A, there are ways, it takes a lot of effort. You can farm items late in the game to increase your stats. And B, It is a let's play. I should really be showing off as much story content as I can, which includes this optional content. Mess with these guys. So we received a Buell card. And there's a shop here. Surprised at how little shotgun ammo I got. It's not Shotgun Saturday Night. So can I sell all this crap I'm getting, like, yeah, screws? I can. There's probably no point. If I ever run out of money, I can sell stuff that's, like, piling up from off-screening, like spider webs from... I was getting a bunch of spider webs and fish fins and stuff from carding enemies that I was defeating using the card command to avoid getting experience and only getting, knowledge for my, espers. I've had enough of this city. I came from Dalit to have a good time, and now the trains are no longer running. I can't even stay in a hotel because some stupid official harassed by Galbadian soldiers has my precious card stolen. This hasn't been my day. Those jerks, they think they can use brute force to get whatever they want. This town's a good example. Oh, he's the Drifter. Oh, he's Elias. Hello, I'm Elias. Everything's jacked up because the resistance tried to kidnap the president. Thanks to them, the trains have stopped. There's Galbadian soldiers all over the place, all because of them. Don't they understand I'm the one suffering from their reckless actions? Stupid, bone-headed, good-for-nothing resistance. You can just kiss my...
Hey! It's right here if you want to kiss it. I mean, wait, no, that's not what you said.
You don't understand anything. The resistance is fighting for Timber's future. See, they're even willing to accept encounters now. They're all doing the best they can. It's the Galbadian soldiers and their leaders who are at fault. How to distinguish the drinks? Well, to make it short, labels are red, green, or yellow. They're either sweet or bitter. Oh, you want to know more? Well, let's see. Red labels are Kraka and Mehmet. Green labels are Tantal and Reagan. What? Yellow labels are Curie and Silk. Is that enough for you? It seems like they're building up to some kind of mini-game. The sweet ones are Tantal, Curie, and Mehmet. But I don't think there is a mini-game about this, about all those different drinks. You want to go through the back alley? Might be a little difficult right now. It's being pretty stubborn. The guy throws a fit when you try to move him from that spot. However, I will play cards with you. Nope, he actually doesn't. Let's observe. Ugh, this stuff stinks.
He's drinking from a bottle with a green label. He looks quite drunk.
Oh, maybe there is a way to do it in there, but I think he also lost his precious card.
We need to get through.
We need to get through. Jeez, and now I'm getting dissed by some punk owner. Give me another drink. I'll tell him about the card. I guess you can do some mini game involving the drinks, but I'll give him the card instead. Is this your card? Okay, I'm gonna shuffle the deck. Now you see, I'm gonna cut the deck 3 times. Okay, now I want you to pull 2 cards. Okay, set them aside. Now I want you to pull 1 card. Set it aside. Now I'm gonna shuffle the deck. Okay, now I want you to pull 1 card. I want you to look at that card. Okay, now put it back. Now I'm gonna shuffle the 1 more time. Is this your card? Was it? What do you have it? Find it outside. Are you serious? Okay. Thanks, know what? I'm feeling generous. You can keep that card. And also this one. I'll move out of the way now. Receive Tonberry card. Hey, owner. I can't stand up. Can you help me? Why wouldn't they have thrown him out a long time ago? I mean, bars throw out people who get, like, passed out drunk. You can get to the back alley through that door. We're kind of lost on what to do about him. Thanks. I'm totally wasted. You can't play cards with him even though he's apparently a card guy.
Scary looking mean owner of the pub? Did you hear that from his wife? The owner's actually a mellow guy. But not when he's with his wife. They fight like wild animals. Well, you know what they say. The more they fight, the closer they are.
So I guess there was a mini game involving different colors of liquor that we could have done if we hadn't instead just given him the card. But it looks like we can... I thought we had to go through Timber Maniacs to advance the story. It looks like I was wrong. Aww. those two guys who were on patrol defending the town have changed their positions a bit. Hey, nice work, everyone. You're all pretty good. If you get fired up like that when I was younger, I mellowed out after I turned 20, though. Right, Bob? Yes, Jane, you're an adorable lady now with a man's voice, but when you were just attractive when you used to beat me up. Oof. Right, Jane?
Yes, Bob. He's lying down so it doesn't actually look suspicious. We're actually spying. You can tell we're spies because we tell everyone all about what we're doing.
What? You're walking to the TV station? We have no choice. The trains aren't running. Let's see. There used to be a way through the back alley of this house. The pub was built around that time. They stopped broadcasting. We haven't used the back alley too much since then. Why don't you look through the second floor window? You should be able to see the back alley. Want to go through the back alley? Why don't you talk to the owner of the pub? He's scary looking, but... Well, I guess he ain't so nice either. Just talk to him anyway.
What? What's that supposed to mean? We've already met him. I guess we did this out of order. They fight a lot, but my parents totally get along.
Oh.
I can't wait to meet a great guy I can scream at and exchange blows with.
Well, I'm right here.
Oh, maybe she likes screaming and punching. No, I do.
Okay, so we're getting the same dialogue again. Is Selfie going to add her editorial comment, or is that a one-time thing? She is going to add her comment. Zell would probably say something different. I'm sure it would be zany as hell. Give him hell, Zell. It's not even our kitty, but it's always sleeping on our bed. Can you believe him? He eats a lot of our food, too. That's why we're changing to look-see fee. We can't help it. It's the kitty's fault. Or charging. Want to take a look-see? Go to that window there. Look out the window. Ah, there's a save spot and everything. Can we not just jump out of there? We're like super badass action kids. That's 10 gil, please.
Hey, you at it again. How many times I told you not to take money from people that I sent up here who came into my house against my wishes and just wandered up here? Aw, I reduced the price for 1,000 gildos. It's not about the money. I didn't raise you this way. You don't have to pay me.
Well, yeah, I kind of figured that, kid.
Want to take a look? So you go to that window there.
See if I can get this kid into an infinite spanking loop. So my recollection was that you went to Timber Maniacs to advance the plot, but I'm apparently wrong. However, I'm pretty sure you still want to go to Timber Maniacs to get some stuff, and the video is just about out of time. So let's go save, and when we come back next time... Boy, I feel like I've made no progress in these last two videos. But this game, I love Final Fantasy VIII. It's a very chill-paced RPG, for the most part. And I always really enjoyed the first disc. I remember having liked the first disc better than the rest of the game. Oh, fuck you, Gatey. Yeah, fuck off, Gatey. I wasn't even trying to deal with you. But I will save the game. We'll go hang around at Timber Maniacs and see what kind of exciting stuff's going on over there. And I do not believe we're going to be going back to the Laguna Ward. So we can just go ahead and use slot 1. But yeah, when we come back next time, guys, we actually will advance the story. And we came real close to leveling up Squall just from those battles that we didn't really want to do. Hopefully you don't level him up too much, because if he levels up 2 or 3 times over the course of this adventure, I'm just going to have to go crazy and give up completely on this whole not getting experience until late game thing. Anyway, guys, catch you next time. And remember, tornado for your hit points, pain for your magic, meltdown for your vitality. It's the key to health. See ya.